everyone, welcome to the next instalment of our kitchen items, Rooms of Wonder by Johanna Basford, using our Castle Arts soft touch pencils. Now we have an interesting picture today. We have this bowl with hearts on it. It reminds me a little bit of one in World of Flowers, but and I'm wondering whether to do the hearts in pink. I think I will. Why not? I think I'm going to use the Bengal Rose Light. I haven't used it yet. I've only swatched it. I haven't used it at all. So let's have a go with that and do the hearts. It's an odd place to start, but why not? Let's think. I'm thinking whether I want to make them a little darker on the edges and lighter towards the middle to sort of add to the shape of the container. I'm not sure what I would call it. Container. I hope everyone's doing well today. It's another sunny day. Well, it's the same sunny day that it's been since I started this page. I'm really enjoying this page, although, you know, I usually enjoy what I'm doing, but I'm in the mood for lots of recording today, so that's rather good. I think I might use this pink also for this piece here. Now I know we've got this sort of pattern on it, but I'm thinking that's quite complicated, so I'm actually just going to colour right over it and it will still show. Oh, something under my finger. It will still show and it will be a little easier for me and you if you're copying along. I don't know how many of you copy along or whether you just get some ideas or what you do really, but thank you for joining me. Now, I'm thinking pink lid. As well. Now, what should we do for the rest of it? I'm wondering whether to do some of it black or grey, like it's sort of a pewter. There is a pewter, I think. Or I dreamt it. No, there's not a pewter. There's a pewter in a set of pencils that I'm using next door. Let's try the cool grey. This bit here around the heart seems really dark, so I'm going to put quite a bit in there. Now I'm using Arteza Expert next door for a Hannah Carlson picture that I'm colouring, and there's a pewter in there which I've been using. I've actually messed it up. Well, I will rescue it. It doesn't look very nice at the minute. I've done some green and it's just the wrong shade, so I just need to darken it up. It's not going to be too tricky, but I'll get back to it later. I did a little bit of it when I was on the phone this morning and it was just, I didn't make the right decision. I quite like that with that background because they stand out. It doesn't look silvery though, but that's because I didn't leave any white. Let's use this colour on the lid as well, and what we can do here is we can fade it with much more I was going to say obviousness. I've got my own dictionary I need to start putting in these words that I make up. Yeah, I'm going to fade it more, so we'll leave a bit of white in the middle there, just a little tiny bit, and it will look like shine. That's better. I'm going to do this bit in the same way. There we go. I've shut the curtains in the house, try and keep the sun out. It was very hot last night. We all struggled to sleep, and I'm thinking, wow, it only got to, what did it get to? 21 degrees. Excuse me, and we struggled to sleep. What are we going to be like when it gets really hot? Let's just hope it doesn't, huh? I don't know. We're not very good at dealing with heat. I'm going to ignore the fact that that line should really extend into this bit and just colour it as it's been drawn. Like that. Same on the other side. Now I was thinking the handle should be this this colour really, but I think I'll do the handle and these across pieces in the same colour. There we are. I did hear from my son, I don't know if I said, his first exam he said went very well, but he'll be in the maths one now. This is the maths core 2, which is the one that's apparently one of the hardest. A bit worried about that one, so I hope they're doing okay. I'm going to use the Bengal Rose Deep for the rest of this. I tried to leave a little bit of shine. I think that's okay. I just realised I've changed the setting on my camera and I can't see how long a battery I've got left. There we go. That's the right setting. Yeah, and it's important for me to know whether also the SD card, because I've been recording so much today. So I'm fading it around to the front where I think sort of line it up with this bit like that, and same with this one. There we are. Now my setting is right at the top of my picture. That's better. That's it. Now in the back here we've got a bottle. Now remember we did that sort of olive oil with leaves in. Now this looks the same. It looks like it's olive oil with rosemary in. Can we do it similarly? Can we do it like it's rapeseed oil rather than olive oil, and then it wouldn't be greenish, it would just be yellow. That might work. Let's do the greenery first. I'm thinking rosemary, maybe viridian. Might be the right colour, I don't know. It's quite a dark colour. I sort of think rosemary's dark. It can be. Okay. So I'm just going to colour each one quite solidly. I'm not worrying about any shading. They're too teeny. And then we're thinking about the oil. I was going to look at my chart, but these spaces are too small. I can't afford to move my eyes away from this. There we go. Really simple colouring on that a little bit. Let's have a look. What looks most like? Now, olive oil is see-through. So I'm not going to pick the lemon yellow light or the primrose yellow because they look a little bit cloudy, as does the golden yellow. However, the sort of lemon isn't quite right. I'm going to go with the cadmium yellow light. I think it is a little bit too bright, but I'm going to sort of try and do it lightly, if that makes any sense. Johanna's drawn a little dotty line around the edge, so I'm going to keep it inside that. And just try to not put too many layers down so it's not too vibrant. I mean, obviously there would be some colour to it. There. I'm spreading that green into it a bit, but there we go. Okay, so we need to do the cork. Now we struggled a bit with the cork last time we did one. Well, we'll do something a little bit different this time. We'll grab a burnt umber, I think, and work from there. Now I'm going to just put a layer of burnt umber down like that. Now I'm thinking the bit here that we're seeing through the glass is going to be lighter, so I'm now going to put a second layer of burnt umber on top, and then I'm thinking it might be a bit darker on the edges than the centre just because it's rounded. Now I can see a lot of paper through there, but actually I think that's a really good thing because cork is quite a dotty wood. I don't know if you've seen it, it's sort of splodgy and dotty, so I think that will work really well. I'm just going to grab a little bit of grey to do the final bit. I'm going to use the charcoal grey. I grabbed the wrong one, but I think I will use this. And just put a little bit around there, just in places, leaving some for shine. I might just put a tad there. Yeah. Okay. Now we have got a storage canister of some sort here. Let me have a think. What colour? Where should we go? We could go purples, we could go blues, we could go reds and oranges. We could even go greens. I think I want this cloth to have a blue piece and to be white. So actually I'm going to do that first. Which is the right colour of blue? Prussian blue, I'm thinking, might just be the right one. Oops. Here it is. And I'm going to do this piece here. Now I want this to be I'm doing it hard where those lines are. Like, I want this just to be a white tea towel, but it can't just be white. It needs to have a little bit of shadowing in it. So I'm going to try and find the cool grey, here it is, to do that with. But we need to be quite gentle. So we want to go into these gaps here and just put a little bit like that, and then a bit on the edge. There we go. Just a little bit to give it some shape. Okay, now the jar. I don't think I'm going to go for orange. I think it's going to not really work. And we've got an orange object here, so I also think that'll look a little bit odd. Now we've done some blue. I'm thinking maybe some green. Maybe a sort of more of the turquoises. Let's start with the teal. It's a little bit different, isn't it? So we'll do the teal green for the main part of the canister and see where that leads us. And well, I think I'm going to do the lid the same colour. Not this bit, I don't think, but all of this bit. So I'm just putting down an initial layer and then I'll start playing with it. Okay, so I'm thinking edges darker. So basically here I'm just putting a few more layers right on the edge there, and then a bit more there. But as I go towards the centre, I'm adding less layers or lighter layers so that hopefully it looks darker on the out edge compared with the middle. And we'll do the same here and here. Under here there will be some shadow there though as well, like that. Now we've got this little piece across here which I think will tie in with here. So that was the teal, wasn't it? I'm thinking I might move to a mint. What's that? Yeah, mint green. And do half of this. Oh, I need to sharpen it. It's way too square. There we go. So maybe the top half of these triangles. It's quite a small area. If you'd rather only do one colour across all of it, absolutely do. I don't think it's going to make a humongous difference. And around here. There we go. And then I was going to try and find a lighter colour, but I'm actually going to have to go darker. I want the jade, I think. I'll just give it a sharpen. Jade green. Oops. There you go. Now we don't want this very dark on our label, but we can put it quite intense here, so it looks like a different colour. It's really similar actually, isn't it? But here I'm going to do it lightly, because I think it would sort of be the background of the label. You don't want it too dark. Need space to write on it or whatever. I guess that could be a see-through window to show you what's inside. But it isn't now, is it? Now our shelf, we have a burnt umber, which I'm going to use. So a light layer. There's some emergency vehicle going by. Right, like that. Now again, another layer. Excuse me. Right on the edge. A bit in there, a bit there, a bit darker here. Now I want to get some white on our bottle, so I'm going to use my Jelly Roll 10. I'm not sure how much it's going to show up. We've got a bit of white on the edge. I just want to sort of follow along this shape of the bottle. Whoops. If you go over the top of white you put on, it just rubs it off, which is not what I wanted. Yeah, it's not really going to show up that much, but I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, if the bottle contents are a little bit darker, then you could do a bit more with the white. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have a really lovely day and happy colouring.